Dear students, in this session, I am going to explain about the Rivet-Paper hypothesis. So, the Rivet-Paper hypothesis is proposed by the Paul Ehrlich. So, he taking an aeroplane as ecosystem. If we remove the rivets from aeroplane such as seats, etc. So these rivets are unnecessary to the aeroplane. So as well as if we remove the unnecessary species from the ecosystem will be not affected by the removal of unimportant species. But if we remove the rivets of wings of aeroplane will be destroyed. As well as if we remove the critical species or important species from the ecosystem, so ecosystem will be destroyed. So that hypothesis is called Rivet-Paper hypothesis. Right. Let us discuss about the Evil quartet. So these are the four major causes. These are the four major causes which are decline the biodiversity or destroyed the biodiversity. These are also called as threats of biodiversity. So there are four major causes in the Evil quartet. Those are habitat loss and fragmentation, overexploitation, invasion of alien species, co-extinction. Habitat loss and fragmentation. That means if species lost the habitat which are living in particular area, so when they lost their habitat, the species will migrate to another habitat and they are fragmented. So this is called habitat loss and fragmentation. Some of examples are there here. Deforestation leads to the habitat loss. Deforestation means the cutting of trees in the forest. So here example, tropical rain forests once covering 14% of the Earth's land, but now it is only 4%. That means when we cut the trees in the forest will be decline, and which organisms are dependent on the forests, those are also decline. Next one, conversion of forest land to the agriculture land. Conversion of forest land to the agriculture land. So here also number of species are decline. For example, Amazon forests, these are called as lungs of our planet. So when these trees deforestation, the species may decline. Fragmentation of habitat leads to the population decline also. Next one, overexploitation. Here, the species which are necessity to us, we consume only how much we necessity. But when we consume over, that is leads to the over exploitation. For example, stellar sea cow, passenger pigeon, marine fishes, etc. These species are extinct by human beings for economical importance. Third one, invasion of alien species. So the introducing of new species to the another habitat, that leads to the local habitat species will be destroyed. For example, Nile perch introduced into Lake Victoria. So this Nile perch killed cichlid fishes. Hence here the 200 cichlid fish species are extinct by the introduction of the Nile perch into the Lake Victoria. So these cichlid fishes are local habitat organisms. When this Nile perch introduced into the cichlid fishes habitat, these fishes will be extinct. Fourth one, co-extinction. That means if one species destroyed, this destruction will be affected on the another species which are dependent on the extincted species. So here plant and animal association. Here plants and animals are associated together. When this plant extinct, animal also extincted within the plant. Another example, parasites are dependent on the host for the shelter, food, reproduction, etc. So when host extinct, the parasite will be extinct. So this process is called co-extinction.